Hi guys, Scarface Personal here, back with another video. Today, match reaction to that 1-0 defeat against AC Milan in that first leg of the Champions League. So before we crack into it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. It's free of cost and that would be much appreciated. That helps me and also helps the channel. If you like it, leave a like. So yeah, perfect, let's crack into it. So not the result we wanted, was it? We know you want to go into that game, probably take a draw. So it's never good, is it? It's never great. You didn't want to lose that game. Don't want to lose 1-0 to AC Milan. Of course you don't. But it could have been worse, and that's the reality. I think we go in. It's not the end of the world. I think we go into the second leg at home, 8th of March, in a strong position. Only 1-0 down. We've got that home advantage at the crowd. We could have a couple of players back potentially by then as well. So I just think it could have been a lot worse because there's times in that game we could have lost 2 or 3-0. So overall, that 1-0 defeat isn't that bad. If you look at it in the bigger picture. Yes, it leaves the tie open, doesn't it, really, for the second leg. Let me know, guys, what you thought about the game in the comments below. I thought overall it wasn't a bad performance, being honest with you. I think we didn't start the game very well. And it's always important to start the game well, which we didn't do that. Conceded, I think 6th, 7th minute, which is it's never great to do, is it, away from home, because you want to get the first goal, silence the crowd. So I don't think we started well. But I thought we played well enough in that game to probably get something out of the game. As I said, it's not the end of the world. We're still in the tie. I think we're in a strong position going into that second leg in less than a month's time, 8th of March. I thought the midfield, the two of Skip and Sarr, both Champions League debuts. I think they both stepped up and both were fantastic. When you've got no Højbjerg and Bentancur, I think that's big. Shoes to fill. Bentancur is such an important player for us, and Højbjerg is consistently good for us for a few years now. Consistent player, so it's hard to live up to that expectation. I thought they're both fantastic. Skip fantastic, Sarr fantastic. Literally both of them. That was that shining light. But there was players who I don't think were great, like Son again. Perhaps it's time to just drop him, as much as I hate to say it. You can't keep getting away with performances like that and keep consistently being picked when you have players like Danjuma, Richarlison, who are putting in good performances and knocking on the door, really. So perhaps it is time to look at that. Kulusevski again, I think, struggled in that game. Some people say it's just a bad game for him, and I hope that's the case. But I don't think he's been the same player since injury, maybe even all season. I definitely don't think he's been as good as he was last season. So that's frustrating. Also, you've got Eric Dyer, I believe, now misses that second leg. Whichever, if you like Dyer or not, whichever way you look at it, it will be a miss. Because we have to play. Either probably Sanchez or play Davis and Lengo together alongside Romero. So it is a miss, because Dyer, although he always has a mistake in him, and I sat here on the channel and criticised him a lot. He's an important player. He could have ended up on the score sheet tonight as well, and defended really, really well. First goal, I think, was just poor generally from Romero's positioning, and then that mistake. I think Dyer's got to do more as well. I agree with Jermaine Gina's. Dyer's got to do more to get across quicker. His body position isn't great. Fraser Forster, I think, makes a good save to start with. And then a fantastic second save to keep it off the line. But I quite Lenglet, Perisic, perhaps I could have done a little bit more. It's never great to concede, is it, early at AC Milan? But I'm just glad that it didn't go on to be 2 or 3-0. We're still in this tie, and anything can happen. And perhaps we're in. And it may sound silly, a slightly stronger position because we've got that home leg, and we've got, look at those players that we've got on home leg. It just makes so much difference. So to be honest with you, I fancy us in that second leg that I'm going to. So I am excited about that. Obviously, Dyer will be a miss. The likes of Lloris will be a miss. Bentancur will be a miss. You've got players, big players, important players out. So hope we don't pick any more injuries up from them. But now our focus has got to be Saturday against West Ham. Sunday, against West Ham. London derby. Our league form isn't great and hasn't been great since the World Cup. Losing 4-1 to Leicester most recently. So we do need to get back on track. It's a game that, as much as I'd like to win, it's a must not lose, really. We drew at the London Stadium. You never like to lose them, but focusing on Milan quickly, I'd like to say, like I said, Skip and Sarr I thought were great in midfield, like a shining light. through a dark tunnel. One of the positive things of the game, I thought Davies came on, and I thought he was just terrible when he came on. Personally, I don't get why Conte does that. But what I'd like to touch on is the Conte discussion. There have been discussions this evening. There's been a lot of discussions this week and even last week about Conte in, Conte out. We discussed this on my live on Monday with Ben, and we both pretty much agreed that we're Conte in for now. But there's things that we get frustrated with Conte about, like us, like we all do. But I must admit, although I'm Conte in, I am growing more and more frustrated every day, every game with him. I think his stubbornness is an issue. He can't accept when he's got something wrong. And I don't think he's the only one, but that is an issue. No plan B is an issue. And our form and performances are an issue since the World Cup. Like for example, the games that we've lost, and mainly actually the performances. The amount of times this season, especially towards the start of the season, that we've got away with bad performances. So yeah, just that form, stubbornness, results, lack of plan B, it's an issue. But at the end of the day, right, people have got to see the bigger picture sometimes, right? Proven winner and an elite manager who I believe, if given the right tools, can be successful and compete at Tottenham. There's only so much that the board, Levy, Enid can do. There's only so much they can do. Like in their defence, they went out and got Porro, loan with obligation, but they went out and got him. It took them 30 days. Yes, it shouldn't have taken that long, but they got him. Player that Conte clearly wanted, a player that our fans desperately, clearly wanted. So I see both sides to it. I see Conte's side as in, take a look at that defence, and that is not backing your manager. For example, two centre backs we've signed in 6 years, and one's Rodon, which is a club signing that Mourinho didn't want. So that is on Levy and the board, absolutely. But I think the excuses are running out for Conte, to be honest with you. Danjuma is a solid 6 out of 10 window, and I'll stick by that. Danjuma, probably a club signing, but a clever signing, and Porro, a player that the manager in Conte and us fans wanted. So there's only, as I said, only so much that Levy and the board can do. So where I stand on this right now, I'm Conte in, but I'm growing frustrated with him, to be honest with you. And it won't take much. And I think if we lose to West Ham on Sunday, being at home, then fans can turn really quickly. But I think fans have got to see the bigger picture and relax, chill out a minute. I mean, our form is an issue, but he's a proven manager. As I said, an elite winner who's gone through a difficult year, difficult period. People may say that's an excuse, but losing few close friends around you isn't easy, and having major surgery, as in having your gallbladder removed as well. It's only been week or two since he's had the surgery. I mean, I think personally he's come back too early. That's a completely other subject, completely other topic for another day. I think he's rushed himself back too early personally. He shouldn't be there if he's not in the right mental and physical state, if you know what I mean. He doesn't look fantastic, does he? So yeah, that's again, as I said, it's a completely other discussion. But I am Conte in. But as I said, I'm growing more frustrated with me. Let me know, guys, in the comments below where you stand with Conte at the moment. I would say comfortably, I would say Conte in, because I see the bigger picture, which some fans don't, that he's a proven winner, elite manager who's won elsewhere, every time he's won elsewhere when been supplied with the right tools and backed. I don't think he's been backed. I don't think many managers at all, any managers at all, under these owners have been backed, but he has been given what he wants in terms of positions, in terms of some players. So yeah, Conte, someone this season I've made a lot of excuses for him. Hasn't got a good right wing back. Hasn't got this. Hasn't got that. Had a tough year, but the excuses are running out for Conte. At the end of the day, he's an elite manager and he needs to deliver. As I said, let me know, guys, in the comments below where we stand for it. And that is the post-match reaction to the AC Milan game. Quick summary. Don't worry, we're still in it. Not the result we wanted, but it could have been worse. So let's try and stay positive despite the two recent games. Let's try and stay positive, going into that second leg, 8th of March. Hopefully we'll be in a better place than we are now in terms of form, performances. Assuming Conte will be our manager then, who knows? This football club change really quickly. But yeah, before I go, please, if you haven't already, don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you're new, because it is free of cost and that helps me and the channel grow, and that is much appreciated because it's free of cost and doesn't take up much time at all. If you liked it, leave a like. Yeah, and we have more content scheduled on Scarfy Spurs Talk. As I said, these match reactions have been lately introduced. We'll have a whole separate player ratings to come, and we have the live weekly show every Monday, 8 PM. So if you want to get involved, let me know in the comments if you'd like to come on and be a guest on our Monday shows. So don't forget to tune in Monday 8 PM for our next live show, which will be match reaction for the West Ham game, and that is probably the next video that I'll be doing. So take care and come on you Spurs.